诈騙啊，聽好嚟啊！你開 industrial park 啊，成個工業區啊。
A massive illegal enterprise, operating in plain sight but shrouded in secrecy. Southeast Asia's cyberscam industry has stolen trillions of dollars from victims around the world. Now, in a global exclusive, 101 goes undercover to meet crime bosses acting with impunity.
我们做灰色地带讲来的就是捞偏的。
Our 2-year investigation reveals a highly organized network built on greed and forced criminality.
我们园区管的也确实是拿来打奶奶店的关水漏的。
I said I won't work. The guys handcuffed me and took me to the jail.
就不会的了，怎么办呢？我想把成本捞回来，我把这几个人卖掉。
As law enforcement authorities play catch-up, we learn that Chinese syndicates are evolving and setting up new operations around the world.
现在去加纳的也有，包括尼日利亚、加纳还有安哥拉。
Bangkok, Thailand is a city of 11 million people. Multiple sources tell 101 East it's also a base for scam bosses operating in Southeast Asia. Posing as corrupt businessmen seeking investment opportunities, our undercover team arranges a meeting with alleged conman Dave Sokulthan. He begins by boasting about his many projects.
Forex 投資 money game Ponzi game Ponzi scheme.
But it's not long before he tells our undercover team where to put their money.
詐騙啊，聽好嚟啊！你開 industrial park 啊，成個工業區啊。
He's referring to huge scam compounds that have mushroomed across Southeast Asia in recent years. Closely surveilled and inaccessible to outsiders, these facilities can accommodate thousands of workers.
So these are the industrial scale scam compounds that are perpetrating these sophisticated types of fraud, largely under the control of China-linked transnational organized crime groups.
Jason Tower is an expert on transnational organized crime. He says Chinese fraud syndicates had their start in online gambling before turning to cyber scams.
It was really during, I think, COVID that you saw this pivot towards tricking and trafficking more and more people into the scam centers, that they started to use forced criminality much more as part of the business model.
你遲到半個小時啊，遲到5分鐘扣你500，半個小時扣你1000，佢遲到幾次就縮扣你啊。Very disciplined.
Our team tells Sokulthan they are unfamiliar with the business. He has a ready solution.
所以你應該係有時你有叫嗰個真係請嗰個專業人，真係專業㗎 ，Pro Master Degree 入去教佢哋。
Days later, our reporters meet Sokulthan's associate. Lin Kongqin is a Chinese national from Fujian province. He says he manages scam compounds in Myanmar and Laos and, for a fee, can help our team set up one too.
我们现在所有不懂的，你想问的，你问出来，我先跟你。
Over several meetings, they gain rare insight into a highly organized crime model.
这是2个部分，我们首先先说园区的这个部分。
One of the first things Lin makes clear is the difference between scam compounds and scam companies.
比如说你做园区，我租你的，我租多少平方？我租1000还是2000多少平方？我们自己是做公司的，因为我们做园区也是租给别人做公司的。
According to Lin, a single compound can accommodate hundreds of companies involved in a range of cyber fraud activities. He also shares this list of rules from inside his facilities. They're what he calls closed compounds. where workers can't leave without permission. Photography and filming are not allowed, and guards are on duty 24 hours a day.
根本就没有人权了，在里面上班。
我们园区管的也确实是拿来打来电的光水漏的。
There is another reason for confining thousands of workers in one location. Lin says they're a captive pool of consumers.
这里面卖的东西，而且是比外面贵很多。挣赚钱的就是超市、女孩子、KTV、按摩店、食堂，我们园区自己做。不要这小看利润，一个月如果3000人呢，就光这七七八八，一个月最少收个1000多万。
看看地图可能会比较清楚一点。
Our undercover reporter asks Lin about the location of his Myanmar compound.
那个我有参与了一点。
就是那个地区叫什么名字？
休克村。
那个园区叫什么名字呢？
我们现在不敢换名字了，之前是放太仓。
太仓。
Tai Chung Compound. It's a name familiar to 101 East. We've seen the facility. A mini city visible from Thailand's side of its border with Myanmar.
Amannya mpitibwa Kigunda Abdunasif nze omu ku bavictimu abali eno Myanmar.
Months before our undercover team's first meeting with Lin, a Ugandan worker issued this call for help from inside Tai Chung compound.
Ne bakuwanika kumala ennaku zaabwe ze baba baagadde. Oyagala toyagala olina okukola. Ne bakunywesa omusulu, ne bakuba bakusambasamba.
Nassif's message, which he recorded in secret and uploaded onto social media, doesn't just catch our attention. It's forwarded to Betty Bigombe, Uganda's ambassador to Southeast Asia.
I said, please reach out to me and I'll try to see how I can help you.
We meet the ambassador in the Thai border town of Mesot. Across the river is Myawaddy, Myanmar, a region now known as a hub of criminality. The scam compounds are impossible to miss. Cluster after cluster of buildings protected by high walls.
This is outrageous and everybody can see it.
Tai Chung is further upriver. Bigombe says Nassif and 22 other Ugandans were tricked into going there.
Huge number of people fall prey to what appears to be legitimate job opportunities.
Inside Tai Chung, footage filmed secretly by the Ugandans shows soldiers everywhere. They're from the Democratic Karen Benevolent Army, or DKBA, an ethnic armed group sanctioned by the US for supporting cyberscam centers. In another video, Nassif's legs are swollen and shaking. He says he was severely beaten.
The kind of torture, brutality in that area, I could never in my wildest dream believe it's happening in the 21st century.
Bigombe says at first she tried negotiating with Nassif's Chinese manager.
They said, if you can pay a ransom of $10,000 per person, we can release them. So I said, we're very poor people. This is Africa. We don't have that kind of money. A couple of days later, he came back and said, well, I have agreed to reduce the amount of money to $5,000 per person.
Unwilling to pay, Bigombe turns to this man for help. An NGO worker who's participated in dozens of rescue operations. He suggests negotiating with the DKBA instead of the Chinese gang.
I also living in the border for so long, and I know the ideologies of the rebel groups and the leaders. So we arranged a meeting in one of the hotels somewhere in northern part of Thailand.
They meet the DKBA behind closed doors, hoping to persuade the armed group to pressure the Chinese into letting the Ugandans go free of charge.
When you're paying the ransom money, it's like you're supporting these criminal activities. We don't like to support this thing.
I went out to engage them, to negotiate with them, and to say, please help me. If you can free the hostages, it would be very good for your reputation.
The strategy works. On a sweltering afternoon, the Ugandans are released without money changing hands and ferried back into Thailand. As the group sets foot on land, their relief is palpable. They're on their way home at last. Matuga is a town in central Uganda. We've come to hear Nassif's story. It's nearly a year since he was recruited for what he believed was a well-paying job in Thailand.
They told me that I'll be working in supermarkets, and they told me they would be paying me some good money.
Nassif left for Thailand with 2 other Ugandans. The men were in good spirits when they were picked up from Bangkok airport. But soon, Nassif felt something was very wrong.
I was scared when we are driving a long distance because he told us that we shall be working in Bangkok.
They were actually heading for Mae Sot, a 6.5-hour drive away. From there, they were taken to a river crossing.
He told us, you get onto the boat. So the boat crossed us. And when it crossed us, we found military guys waiting for us.
Nassif and his companions had been trafficked into Myanmar. At Tai Chung compound, the group discovered what they were really recruited to do.
Romance scamming. You had to pretend like you are a young lady who was falling in love. In fact, they gave us a script which we could be using. I really protested. I said I won't work because I'm a Muslim who cannot steal people's money. So the guys handcuffed me and took me to the jail. And he beat me, you see. So when I had a lot of pain, I had to accept and told him, please, I'll work for you.
Nassif was forced to perpetrate so-called pig butchering, a process by which scammers lure targets into parting with large sums of money. These leaked phone messages from Tai Chung show scammers manipulating an American man into investing tens of thousands of dollars into non-existent crypto assets. The target believes he's in a long-distance relationship with an attractive woman.
做金流这一块就等于要你有钱，我一定要包装的比你还有钱，你才能相信我。
Lin, who's been in the cyber fraud industry since 2019, explains.
金流有时候丢一个客户，半年、1年都有可能。
用半年的时间，那个投资就长了。
没有啊，我一个人又不是只有他一个，我这几十台手机，几千个人，我一个人天天应付这个几百个人在同时聊天的。
那这个女的就管理就培训的非常好。
对呀、这个又培训。
那员工业绩做不出来，在这边再开支、再吃伙食费，几个月做不出来，那怎么办？只能把你再卖掉，先捞一点本回来。
In response to questions from 101 East, Lin says he's never been involved in the scam industry and holds no shares in Tai Chung compound. He claims he was lying in order to get a job as a compound manager. The DKBA did not reply to our requests for comment. Neither did Dave Sokolthan. We've crossed the Thai-Myanmar border and are on our way to Myawaddy. This journey into a highly volatile region is the result of months of negotiations. For security reasons, we're not showing our driver's face.
就是到了妙瓦底之后，可能还是要尽量小心，到这边去还 OK。那这个关卡之后，就是已经在我们这个范围之外了。
Riding ahead are our escorts from the Karen National Army. but even they must proceed with caution. Another ethnic armed group is in charge of the area we want to see.
然后从这里开始进去，一路都会有园区在左手边。现在前面左手边是叫 UK 园区，3个9园区，这个也是，你看粉丝网这边。
We drive past scam compound after scam compound.
很明显，园区就是用围墙高高的挡着那个进去。这个是吗？这个也是。
But Myawaddy wasn't always a scam hub. The area's witnessed a dramatic transformation in recent years.
This was part of the Myanmar military's model for consolidating influence in border regions. It established this unholy alliance with crime groups, largely Chinese crime groups, and with some segments of ethnic militias that once fought the Myanmar military but were co-opted into the criminal activity.
那边有4个军加政府军，抢地盘抢来抢去的。 这不要小看这个，那边现在是将近有20万嘛，这每个月给政府这些当地的军阀多少钱？你知道？
Lin says these armed groups make tens of millions of dollars each month from scam syndicates operating in their territory.
我们很简单算嘛，20万呢，一个月收2000万，就4个亿嘛。
2000人民币。
对呀。
We're hoping to see Lin's compound up close and ask our driver if he can take us there.
教课那边是 DKBA， 但是那里我们不敢去。为什么？那里不安全，所以这个为了安全考虑去。打仗吗？打仗也有。
现在也在打仗。
打仗是打仗啊，但是照样做。
Lin doesn't seem bothered by the frequent outbreak of hostilities in Myawaddy.
在那边，我们以前炮弹就丢在这旁边，我还是照样上来。打仗归打仗，没什么那个。
当地人不怕的。
员工会怕，员工哭啊，躲在桌子底下哭，那有什么用？还是要做。
还是工作。
Our undercover reporters ask Lin why he's in Myawaddy despite the risks.
比如说在老挝那个地方有老挝人，你把他逼起来，他就吵，给他报警。缅甸人都还好，没政府的地方，对。
At the Karen National Army's base, a representative tells us the group is taking steps to rein in scam operations. Winton is a member of the security department.
Is online scamming work allowed here?
No, not allowed, don't allow.
And human trafficking?
Human trafficking also here no have. Yes. But other places we have no idea. Human trafficking don't allow here. If human trafficking we found, we save and we relive.
Down the hall, we meet Chinese teenagers who were recently found working in nearby scam centers. We're interviewing them with their parents' permission. They're all using nicknames. Heidian, which means scam shop, is 17. He says he was trafficked into Myanmar together with 16-year-old Agao or Doggy.
从云南那边偷渡。 4个小时上。
They say they knew what they were signing up for.
每个人都有一个梦想，就是一步步赚那种钱多的，还有那些的嘛，快一点的嘛。
在公司是做什么？
做金疗，还有加密货币嘛。
The two friends say they didn't succeed in scamming anyone.
后面就在这里玩了2个月，后面老板就知道我们未成年，就送回国。
你这么小还想要赚钱吗？
那肯定啊，谁都想赚钱嘛，谁不想赚钱？
Dachai, or Big Wealth, says he crossed illegally into Myanmar more than a year ago, hoping to get rich working in a scam center. He just turned 14.
一开始是在妙瓦底的环亚园区，做不出来就要被打，每天上14、15个小时的班，
你有被打吗？
有啊，
他怎么打你？
棍子啊、皮鞭子啊、电棍都有，还呀。
Darchai says he was sold and resold several times to different scam centers across the region. He was once desperate to go home, but not anymore.
这边就很好，这边管得很好嘛，不打人嘛。这里确实能赚到钱，很好。
那你就不想走了是吗？
确实有点舍不得。
When you take a person who has been victimized at one point in time, they almost separate themselves from one reality to the other. And they embrace what is before them because it's a coping mechanism, it's a survival mechanism.
This is the back of KK Park.
NGO worker Judah Tanner used to run a school near Myanmar. Over the past 5 years, he's rescued thousands of people from scam compounds in the region.
I mean, it's the common story. Today you do something, you know it's wrong. If you continue to do it, eventually you don't even realize it's wrong anymore. And so, of course, you have the new generation that move in, and the people around them don't talk about how bad it is, they start to talk about how positive it is.
It's not just workers like Darchai who've adopted such a mindset. Money from the scam industry has transformed this Myanmar border region in unexpected ways. It's enriched armed groups, created thousands of regular jobs, and boosted the local economy.
When there are so many people that are earning incredible wealth, why is anyone going to close this down? I think it is very naive to think that they would do that without some kind of incentivized plan.
In late 2025, social media posts verified by 101 East show smoke billowing from the complex where 15-year-old Darchai once worked. It was blown up by the Myanmar military as part of an alleged attempt to eradicate fraud operations in the country. The demolition followed similar raids on Myanmar's biggest scam compound, KK Park. In videos circulating online, workers can be seen fleeing the facility.
People were tipped off. People knew that the Myanmar military was coming in.
Jason Tower doesn't believe the Myanmar military is serious about cracking down.
You're already hearing about KK 2.0. What's different about the operation, though, is that observers can no longer see it along the border. So it's a little bit more away from Thailand. It's now relying, I think, much more on the Myanmar military.
Myanmar's military government did not respond to our request for comment. But 101 East has confirmed with multiple independent sources that this is where the new KK Park is located. Satellite imagery reveals new construction in the area beginning in late 2025. Lin had long anticipated an upheaval across the region. Months earlier, he sends our undercover researchers a photo of his passport, hoping they'll help him obtain a visa to South America. They do nothing to assist.
组长、主管这些级别人已经懂的人，然后带下面所有的员工。
Lin, it seems, wants to join the wave of scam syndicates quietly spreading their operations across the world.
现在去加纳的也有，包括尼日利亚、加纳还有安哥拉、土耳其也有，格鲁吉亚现在也不少人。
Scamming on an industrial scale might have been pioneered in Southeast Asia, but syndicates are now extending their tentacles far and wide.
The businessmen, the Chinese, they're so far advanced in the way that they view how this industry is going to take shape, and we're so far behind catching up to them.